Okay, next up, and while strictly this isn't one of the past builds that I need to get done, it is one that I can easily get done and finished, because it's not going to take too much work for me to get this back on the road. What is it? Well, I believe it's a Gary Fisher AL-1. It has the Gary Fisher stem, the 1¼ inch head tube. It has all the riveted on cable holders, etc. And just comparing photos of AL-1s to this bike, it does seem to be the case. It has at some point had all its components replaced, or most of them, like the crankset, derailleurs, brakes, saddle. I believe they're all replacements, and the wheel set, of course, because they're all 400 LX, and the chap who owned it said they did come off a specialised rock upper. And as for the paint, well, that got stripped off a long time ago apparently, and the previous owner, the one that's owned it I believe since new, could not remember the make of the bike, but it does say Gary Fisher on the stem. So this build is going to be sort of putting it back to an original-ish shape. I'm going to use a Deore DX group set. I'm going to refurbish that Rockshox shock, probably put on some wider bars, and the framework is going to get all polished up and some new decals put on it. So it should be a gleaming bike by the end of this, and I might keep it because I like that shock. That shock is worth way more than I paid for the bike alone.
The back, over the back.
How's it going?
Not too bad, sir.
Warm. Oops. Nosotros somos. So many ones. So there we go, it's all shook down. What I've got to do now is polish it all up. It's going to take some time, and I might do a separate video on that. But taking that headset out, I actually saw the frame used to be black with green splatter, it looks like. So I'll have to look back through the catalogues and see what I can find. I should also say, as I'm starting this build, if you do see any components that you like, if you want to know the specs of the bike, please check the description. Everything is in there. I hopefully haven't missed anything, but all the links go to Amazon pages. They might not be the best prices, but if you do buy from them, thank you very much, because it gives me a little kickback. But I understand if you want to shop elsewhere, it's completely fine. But yeah, all the specs are in the description. I wasn't recording. Lots of grease. I'm trying to fight through this, but the rain's making it difficult now. I might have to postpone this for another day. But tyres, just want to stop for a second and say thank you to Terence at Terra1, who was kindly supplied the tyres for this build again. Supplied some for the Marin before, the Pine Mountain, and I asked for if he would like to sponsor this video, supply a set of tyres, and he did. Sent me a set of tyres. So yeah, thank you very much to Terence. Go and check out the website for Terra1, and I'll be giving obviously this bike a good thrash around Canuck with these tyres on, probably in the dry. Oh, it's getting worse. Supervisors on duty. Toby. Toby. I can't see that bike yet. Well, I have no idea if that that tyre shop worked until editing. Might need to take a couple of links out. Oh, awesome. Right, no, maybe not. I might end up replacing these shifters with thummies anyway. They're very gritty. I need to give them a massive service. They work to a degree. but they just shift all the way down. And there we have it. One more finished bike. The Gary Fisher, or the Fisher AL-1. I believe this bike is 1990, maybe 91. My knowledge on Gary Fisher bikes isn't all that up to scratch with the dates and that, but I believe this is one of the later Fisher bikes before it was taken over by Trek, I think, and became Gary Fisher. But it's a beautiful bike, absolutely beautiful. The polishing, the hand sanding was well worth it, definitely well worth it. And I haven't polished up the components. I wanted them to be dulled slightly, so that it kept a bit of contrast. But we've got all those colours on. I've gone to town with the colours. Yeah, that limited edition charged spoon saddle, the ODI grips, Tektro, bits and pieces here and there. I think the cable hangers are Tektro. The front brake booster I believe is Tektro as well. Maybe the skewers as well. And then the purple chainring bolts. Obviously the colourful Fisher graphics. And then just added the coloured cables, blue for the brakes and yellow for the gears. Oh, and of course tan wall tyres, skin wall tyres, it all fits in there. So it's been a really nice build. I honestly just bought the bike for the fork, that Rockshox RS1, but then after seeing it and working out what it was, I decided it did need to be built and returned to the, I think, DX spec that it was originally. It is not the original Rockshox fork that was on here. I have changed it out for a different one. I will refurbish the original one. I will get around to that. I'm waiting for a seal kit to arrive, so hopefully I'll be able to refurbish that, and then I'll have two. One with a 1-inch threaded steerer, and this one with a 1 1/4-inch threaded steerer. I do also actually want to change the shifters to thummies on this, I think. I have some Diacomp levers that I can use. I just need to find the thummies that I want, and then I'll stick those on. But yeah, I am ready to ride this. I think it looks like it could handle, you know, Canic chase. So we're going to take those old Rockshox RS1s around, follow the dog, see how it goes. The Kool stop pads should have me stopping nice, and the nice new drivetrain running. It should all run nice and smooth. So it's just seeing how those 30-year-old Rockshox RS1s cope. It'll be interesting. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe and notifications so that you can see that video when it comes out, when I get some dry weather. And if you like the build, share it around, hit the thumbs up and all that jazz. And I'll, I guess, see you in the next video when we'll be testing this out. Just need some dry weather. So thanks for watching from me and Torv. Yeah, bye.